squeezing, I see no fear. Currency flow, I'm surfing the waves. Super alpha, omega leading the way. Enigma bot whispering over the night, making moves and everything's tight. Charts on my canvas, I paint it with trades. Candlesticks dance as the profits cascade. Bears and bulls, they come and they go, but I hold my ground, watch the capital grow. Risk and reward, it's all in the game. Algo box guiding, no need for fame. Late nights grinding, I stay in the zone, counting blessings as I claim the throne. On the track that we trade, way up, takes like and we never give up. Algo box coming, showing the way. Money flowing in from night to day. On the track that we trade, way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. On the track that we trade, way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. RSI rising, rack fees on point. Enigma bot whispers, I'm on the brink. Scalping quick, I'm catching the highs. Swinging it slow as the value flies. Algo bot flashing numbers align. Leverage high, but I stay in my prime. Candles don't lie, the story they tell. Building my wealth, fast the order slow. Flow master guiding every move I make. I'm riding these waves, watching prices break. Sleeping and growing, markets in sync. Algo box leads, I never need to think. Patience pays, every step's precise. Algorithm flowing, my trades suffice. Ticks in my pocket, the game's been won. Trading till the setting of the sun. On the track that we trade, way up. Ticks like and we never give up. Algo box coming, showing the way. Money flowing in from night to day. On the track that we trade, way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. On the track that we trade, way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. Fibonacci tracing, watching it fall. Retracement is clear, I answer the call. Confluence hits, I stay in my lane. Algo box whispers, we play the game. Flow master showing me where to go. No fear in sight, I'm moving with flow. Rolling Japan, squeezing so tight. Everything I do, it feels so right. On the track that we trade, way up. Takes like and we never give up. Algo box coming, showing the way. Money flowing in from night to day. On the track that we trade, way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. On the track that we trade, way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. Late nights counting profits, stack up. Now we trading way up. Algo box leading the back up.
Box showing trades every single day. Scammers hiding in their holes, wasting your energy away. They're trying to hustle, trying to make a quick buck, but they're just snakes in the grass and you're out of luck. They'll promise you the world, but it's all a facade. They'll take your hard-earned cash and leave you feeling robbed. They'll talk a big game with their words so smooth, but behind the scenes it's all a twisted groove. They prey on the innocent, they don't care who they hurt. They'll sell your dreams while they're laughing in the dirt. Take advantage of your trust and leave you in disbelief, but it's time to stay.
Welcome aboard, everyone. What exactly is ALGO, and why do our traders absolutely love it? Michael Othrew.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 9.
Alrighty then, don't forget trading is risky and all that business. Good morning, good morning. It's Monday, happy Monday. We got Mentorship Monday here. I'm going to be trying to make sure that the new folks get their questions answered, kind of walk you guys through. If you are brand new getting started with us, we usually have a lot of people getting with us over the weekend. And if you have joined us during a 2-week free trial, say hello to us there in the chat and let us know if you have just begun with us. It'd be great to see you. And if you go into our Discord chat, type / questions and answer a couple of questions there in the chat. That way we can get to know you. I'll type one there in the public chat there, and let's get going here this morning. Running a few minutes late, so I'm going to go through the steps that I talked about on Friday, getting the full auto turned on here real quick right before the US Open. And generally I come in about maybe 10-15 minutes before the US Open. However, if we're coming here on a Monday or Friday, I like to get in maybe 30 minutes to an hour ahead of time to talk you guys through more stuff here this morning. With my personal schedules, things just did not get arranged that way there this morning, but let's get to it. We have about 15 seconds to the US Open, so I'm going to have to go through the checklist quickly here this morning. And we've got Financial Juice for our news. Going to get that turned on here, and they're going to be walking us through the Open here any moment.
Nasdaq 100 buy side 1 million, Dow 30 buy side 72 million, Mag 7 sell side 7 million. The S&P declines to comment on media reports that it expects to keep interest rates at zero until the end of 2027.
Okay, one of those items I want to just check to see if we have 10 a.m. news. The next one I see is 10:30. Somebody double check me on that, but it looks like 10:30 is our next scheduled news event. And of course, Trump can change that at any time, as we know. I've got an enigma in this zone that we had drawn in from Friday that was going to be important. Two things as I go through the list here this morning. I want to check on the tide and the wave. Let's check the direction on those. Currently, wave is down. Tide is up. So we're going to have trade opportunities in both directions there this morning, tide and wave. We don't have a specific side bias, so we will have trade opportunities in both. Now, I am more of a bear side player because I like to play the faster side of the market, and people panic sell, but they think about getting in on their buy. 43R, thank you so much, Brian. You're reading my mind, my friend. You are a rock star and a blessing. Thank you so much for that. 43R for NQ there this morning. I'm going to lock that in on my workspaces. Clicking on save. Thank you for speaking up, saving me on coming in late here this morning. Super help there. All right, Super AO inside of this important zone we had from Friday. Looks like it's going to be important again. Look, we have a double back-to-back enigma in this space here on this same zone. So be careful. Honestly, be careful. Just be aware of this zone. Play opportunities inside of here are going to be good in general. So if it comes in here, we get a good play set up that I would already normally take. If it's in this zone, I'm going to double down on it. Make sense? Okay, there is a 7.7 here, and buyers step into that top of the channel, and we do still continue with a breakdown there on that. We've got moderate sell on nerd currently. So two-step filter for the direction here. Remember, we can take both sides, so now I'm going to really rely on the nerd and the arrow. The nerd is this on the left, and we'll walk you through that in our training videos, of course. Don't forget, Apex is doing 90% off using code ALGOBOX. 90% off. They hardly ever do that, and right now you can get those Apex accounts with ALGOBOX for 90% off, and that definitely helps out our tech support team and will help us to get to a point where we've got enough people using our code that we can do giveaways here on live stream. That would be fantastic if you would use our code. Also, don't forget, during Black Friday in July, we've got Christmas and Black Friday in July here, so you've got to the end of the month, a few more days here to take advantage of Black Friday. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait till Christmas time to get the same opportunity as you're getting right now. So now is a fantastic time to get in. Also, there will be no more platinum after this month. So don't forget about that. If you do want to lock in the opportunity to get platinum included with your gold lifetime membership, you'll need to get that before August the 1st. All right, another primary zone from Friday, and they have taken the distribution back into the primary zone. No surprise that we are getting some work here. 12.3. Again, generally I want to sit on hands for the first 5 minutes. We are 3 minutes past the US Open right now, so we've got another minute and a half or so to wait for the first kind of 5-minute shakeout there. Unless just something absolutely perfect jumps out in front of me, then I'm not going to hop in prior to that in general. The bots already hit their target. Okay, well, turn off full auto. Bots are up $1,000, and our auto take profit has already completed that there this morning. Wow. Okay, that was quick. What are we, 4 minutes past? It's 9:34, 4 minutes past the US Open, and we got the auto take profit triggered. Congrats there. On this, we went over this extensively on Friday. On Fridays, we talk a lot about the full auto system. That's full auto Fridays and mentorship Mondays. So we'll talk about the new stuff here today, and I'll show you 3 strategies at the end of our session here today when we go into coffee time. If you are starting with us, how to kind of get rolling with that. I've got the take profit here set to 1150. That way, when this closes out, no matter how many contracts are open or across how many instruments up top, I run this across 6 instruments. And if I'm running on 6 instruments, I want them all to close at the same time. If it goes over $1,000, I want it to lock in $1,000. So I just set it to 1150 so that it takes into account slippage and commission on close. And it already did its job there and triggered that for us. And if you missed out on Friday's video, go back one video, the one in front of this one, the live stream, not the videos, because we did put out some training videos over the weekend as well. Look for the live stream, the most recent live stream after this one. Oh, we've got a nice play right here. Super AO after a 7.8.
Board shares up 2 spots.
I'm hearing buyers step in though. It's a little dangerous here on it. Coming into that zone from before. Right back into it. There's another Super AO, and I will take in a full position there on the Super AO inside that zone. We went all the way by here. We went strong buy. Holy shnikes. Okay, they're just straight buying, straight buy leg. Interesting. Super AO with a pink 9.1 level there. I'll be bailing on half that position when we touch my POE. There we go. There's a red dot. I want to add to that position here if we pop up just a little bit. But clearing some of the position there, some of the risk off as it comes back to my POE, because it went more than 30 ticks against the position. My half on, half off, add advanced level targeting is in the training video scenario there. So if you're wondering about how I work through a position there, half on, half off add when I am playing on a higher time frame, and you can walk through that in our training videos when you get to the advanced section. All right, targeting half the position there at the bottom of the channel for about 50 ticks. Coming back up to my POE here, add on the red dot. I don't like that we're still sitting on strong buy. This thing could rock up here to R1. See if they are targeting that R1 here this morning, right after the first 5 minutes.
The S&P 500 banks index hits record high, last up 1 spot, 3%.
Okay, anytime they're starting to announce record highs on those news feeds, you have to be a little careful there. All right, there's 60 ticks there at the bottom of the channel. Being a little greedy, holding it for a few more. If it's going to grab, going to drop a little bit more or not. Okay, there we go. Pull in half, and I'll close all the way down there. So I had to work through that one. We're going to pull out 1500 on that one. Not the easiest play on that one. Started with the Super AO here. Adding in on the Super AO right above this zone. It's more dangerous. It looks like they are going to try to give a push. Bulls are taking over control, so be very careful trying to short now. as they are coming into this zone and they're pushing up above it and playing above it. We also got a 1,000 level bull that just came in. I just noticed that just now. I missed that earlier. That is a 1,000 level bull there. So where does he want to go? Let's mark it up. 250 ticks above. Let's close this out. Let's mark this guy. Where did he start? He started right here. And he ran it up right there. So we have a big bull in there. Let's get some bull emojis there in the chat. That'll help me label the charts as well. So green bull in there, going to measure from the middle of that zone up approximately 250 ticks. See where he wants to go to get his money. Up here. Now this applies to our defense leg strategy. If you want to type in defense leg in our documentation area, you'll see what I'm doing here with this. So there's my TP zone up above for 250, and of course we have two things that can occur with that. Whether that bull reaches his target or whether he does not, to determine whether he defends his zone or not. And inside the defense leg zone, we're looking for 3 crosses inside the defense leg zone, and targeting the take profit zone if we get a play in that direction.
NQ on the 7. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the NQ4. Enigma long harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 9. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 7. In alpha long on the NQ on the 5. Harmonic NQ on the 7 to 9. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega down 7.
Yeah, Friday was a really great live stream. You don't want to miss Fridays. A lot of good talking, teaching and talking through various play setups, especially the Filato stuff. But we covered some other really important topics on Friday. You don't want to miss that. And I apologize for coming in here a few minutes late there this morning. Otherwise, normally I like to kind of talk through stuff that I'm going to be looking for in the morning for, you know, basically getting started with us. Go back to last week's Mentorship Monday, and we had a lot of time to go through a lot of that stuff. At the same time, you really should be relying on the teachings and trainings in the 8-day boot camp, plus once you go deep dive, if you want to go deep diving in the 111 videos inside of those teaching trainings where we go super deep beyond the boot camp. Okay, that is the open line right there, that dash line and the low of day. So they have been marching it up. Be very careful right here. This is a no play zone for me around the open line. Okay, a lot of hands start to come in here all at this spot right here. So unless it's absolutely perfect, I generally just want to go, we're sitting right here. I can almost take a sip of coffee, keep my hands off the keys as we come into this dashed sandy line here. So this is, I talk about the open. If you respell open, put the N at the beginning, it spells nope. So for me, it's a nope. I don't want to take a trade around the open line here, especially on a Monday. 9:42 a.m. We do not have 9:45 news. Sometimes you'll get that 9:45 in between the 10 a.m. news. We also do not have a 10 a.m. scheduled news. The next one that I see on the scheduled news list is at 10:30. So a little bit of a different Monday for the news scheduled, the financial news schedules there this morning.
Says in Islamabad, the American side has had 2 extreme demands, and that he said if we didn't accept them, the negotiations would fail and we would return. We rejected the demands and told them to leave. ASML extends drop to 6% on the back of the report that China starts DUV output.
Did you catch the 940 reversal there? Yeah, that was a pretty big one up there, wasn't it? Let's see, 940 ended up landing here. Okay, yeah, so 940, it wasn't back here. Yeah, it was, but it ended up 940 ended up being here. Power PRZ cross short. Right there, you caught that one, Kit. Very nice, very nice.
NQ on the 7. Hold touch low.
We got a little jagged on the tape. Jagged on the tape. So what does that tell us? Big move coming. Does not tell us direction. Tells us there will be a big move. Do not get off sides. If you catch yourself off sides, do not stay on it. Close it quickly. If you find yourself on sides, you might want to hold it a little bit longer. Type jagged in the chat. We need to warn everybody. Jagged on the tape. Don't say we didn't warn you. Okay, double ready DD here. Get ready, take the next play. I've got I'm going to toe in the water right here at the top of the channel. Got a double ready DD right there. If it ends up, if I get off sides here, I'm going to close it quickly. If it starts to run up, it could be a big one. They've got a lot of space up to the open line, and that is too much risk there. Okay, I'm going to add on the cross. It should drop right now. If it doesn't, then I've got to bail on this position.
NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 43. Fib.NQ on the 43.
I'm going to take half off. I do not like what they're doing right there. They want to, they could pop up here and jag it on the tape. It's too risky.
Fib.NQ on the 7.
Okay, nope, I'm going to close it. That's a bull enigma right there. I know we're on moderate sell right now, but again, jag it on the tape. If that didn't immediately start going, could have been very dangerous. Okay, there she goes. She's, nope. Look at that. There, okay, important zone right here. Mark it up. I'm going to kill this one. P point is clear down below us. There is one more shot here. I'm going to toe in the water here. Small position, stop above that. I'm actually going to add a hard stop above this enigma. If it starts to run up, I'm going to take the loss here. Yeah, okay, nope, take the loss.
Free spot 8%.
Bummer.
Oracle gains free buy spot.
Yeah, very tricky spot here. Look at how fast this is moving. They are printing bars here. Okay, a lot of activity going on right here. Jagged on the tape. I just do not want to find myself off sides there on a play like this. Once it starts to go, it's going to go.
Fib.NQ on the 43. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Divergence down NQ on the 5.
Another double ready DD. Green dot broken. Bulls don't have full control here. I might be able to slap at this again. Let's see. Am I going to get a 2-try rule? Okay. 2-try here. Trying to get in on the position. Oh, they didn't fill me. Come on now. Okay, I think it's jagged on the tape here, so I'm going to try to catch it on the way down.
Harmonic NQ on the 9.
Wow. Okay.
Enigma short on the NQ4.
They're running without me. Bummer. Okay, today is coming to be a tricky day here for me this morning. This is definitely not a normal situation there. I might just be kind of off my game. I don't know if that was me coming in late here this morning or what, but I'm not even getting fills here. We have an enigma on the 9th, 18.4. Might see a bit of a bounce here. I'm just concerned about that jagged on the tape. A big play is coming, and oftentimes they can shake and bake. Okay, was that the head fake down to run it back up? Look at this, stair steps in both directions. There's going to be some aggressiveness any moment. I mean, unless that was the jagged, I don't know, like, how big a move was that? Hard to say because it's happening so fast. 229 ticks on the drop from the double ready DD. I couldn't even get in on it. Yeah, that is a super moon shot to the long side. We had the enigma on the higher time frame as well as the low. If you're a bull side player, that might have been a nice play there for you. It ran up 110 ticks there.
on the 7.
Now we're coming down here to the P point. I'm going to jump in on that P point on the 8.9. Again, I'm expecting jagged. I'm hoping that was the fake up move. I will close out quickly and just go ahead and take the loss if this starts to pop up above this cross. This should be the cross to take us down to that P point. If it doesn't, then they're flirting with it, and I'm going to have to take the loss quickly.
Delta ship NQ on the 7.
I don't want it to turn into a big loss if that's a fake out. That looked like a very convincing. Yep. Oh, I'm closing it. I'm gonna take the loss. Not my morning here. I can already kind of tell. Just, I mean, I'm anticipating that there's a tricky play, so I'm keeping it small there on it, but just not easy plays there. These are all of the this has all the signs of fakes, folks. Be very careful. They are faking and baking. Yeah, there she goes. Okay. Yeah, there's normally a super AO could jump in on that. That's a neutral though right now. Buyers all over the tape. Sounds like popcorn. Gonna be very tricky. Here again, jagged on the tape. They could run these very big moves here, so it's got to be absolutely perfect there. We do have divergence there on the 9s on the higher time frame, so I might slap at it, but I need that to go back red. If that comes back red and I get a red arrow, then I can slap in on it. Right now we do, nope, it's green arrow. So green arrow on the MACV over on the right. There's a super dot. Normally I would slap at that, but right now, again, jagged on the tape there. If they want to run that all the way to the open, I'm just a little bit concerned about that at the moment. We had a winner off the bat there this morning. Winner and 2 losers here so far. A little bit tricky there to start. So the way that I play is 5 trades. Currently sitting here in a little bit of a cadence currently in my favor. So we've had a couple of losers there this morning. So looking for the next play here. We have a 12.1 Enigma. It happened so fast, couldn't react, and I was too busy gabbing away over there. Missed that 12.1. Dadgummit. It's so fast right now, right? It's already telling me it's going to be too fast, right? To really be able to take the easy plays. That's what the psychology module is there to tell us. I can also turn on the background color and the overlay here on the screen here to keep me out of plays right now. And I think I'm going to use that right now because I am just kind of off my game here. I'm going to wait till this gets into a speed that I can react to and get into a good play. The bots did their work there this morning on full auto. They put in 1K, but it has been difficult for me on the manual side here this morning. Just too fast. It's been, and like aggressive fast. Very whippy movement, kind of jaggedy type of movement. A lot of juke and jive in there. And you can see it too, because you can see the MACV Ultimate printing in the public chat. Normally those aren't going to go in there, but every 10th one is being printed in the public chat area in Discord. And look at Discord, the public chat area is just peppered with the MACV Ultimate colorings there this morning, which means it has just been moving back and forth a lot across the nerd, NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. Difficult area here to clear. So I'm going to wait until we get to a normal speed coming out of the high speed area. And then when it comes out of that high speed, that will tell me when the market's gone. Okay, done with the cray flush. We're right here in the nope space again at the open line. And just letting it do the work here for me. Just going to wait till that clears. So the background color will change back to our gradient, and the overlay with the giant X will also come off the screen when this gets back to a space that I can manage more easily. Yeah, red, green, red, right, Captain Rex? This is just some wild back and forth here this morning.
Enigma long on the NQ4.
A very unique Monday going on here. Let me get the chat here on screen as well. And didn't help that I came in late here this morning, but crazy. Tricky morning here so far.
Omega
And
NQ on the 7. Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5. Enigma short.
I've been over it multiple times. Bots are up 1,000. I'm down 2,600.
Enigma short on the NQ.
Let's see, 9:54, 6 minutes till normally a 10 a.m. news. Very rare day that we don't have a news event at 10 a.m. Okay, we have an Enigma on the 9s here, so I'm going to look to see if I can get involved. I do have the nerd and the arrow now. I just need an entry. There's a dot inside of the zone.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Trying to get in a double dot, getting in a half position. Hopefully not a trap. The way the movement has been here this morning, it feels trappish. Switch dot. Another switch dot. What is going on here? All right, let me clear the background.
NQ on the 9.
Whoa, all kinds of... What is going on here? Holy shnikes. Get down to that crab, please. Is this just another trap? This might be another trap. I'm hearing sellers a few times. Okay, I'm going to take some off right there as we hit that bottom, that 70 ticks.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 7. Enigma long on the NQ4.
All right, I'm going to close out the position. So to my troll who pretends to not be able to read, now I just made a $4,000 play there. I'm at 22.98. You are welcome. All right, tricky morning there this morning. So it has been green, red, red, green, up 22.98 on discretionary. I have winner, winner, chicken dinner here this morning now. Within 5 trades, I've got 2 winners, right? So I need to mentally say, okay, I'm done with my winner, winner, chicken dinner. 2 winners. I should have enough to put chicken dinner on the table if I've sized appropriately. Have I sized appropriately? Yes. Is 22.98 enough for me to put dinner on the table for my family of 6? Yes. All right, now I'm looking for bonus. Okay, so my eyes are here now. Okay, need an absolutely perfect play, and I don't have to hit a home run. Bonus doesn't mean home run play. It just means, okay, anything more than this now is just bonus. Okay, coming away even on a tricky day. Algo box coming through. Easy print. I won't say easy prints, but this was right. Easy print, even on a double aught there. Top of the zone, red dot into the Bollinger channel there, and rocked out a big move there to the downside. High time frame opportunity, low time frame risk. 361 ticks to the downside on the high time frame, and I grabbed about 70. And the first one I hit around 71 ticks. Second one was about 79 ticks there on target 1 and target 2 on that play. Nice play down to the P point. Now we have a zone from Friday we had identified all the way down here at 28,360. So I like to start thinking, hey, are we going to get there? I need a play to line up with that on the high time frame, then one here on the low time frame, right? Looking for a high time frame entry, then a low time frame for me to jump in on it and then hold to that zone, right? You get it? If you've been around before, type of 1. 2 if you're new. 3 if you're still just here to troll me so that we can go ahead and help you out and ban you like our other troll tard who, how much is the lost?
Double delta NQ on the 5. NQ on the 43. Full touch low.
Okay, we've got a get ready and a dot here, so this might be the only spot to be able to get down to that now because we're so close to it now. Yeah, it's worked its way all the way down. So the high time frame opportunity, low time frame risk, all the way down into that zone. So now I don't have any other zones to really be looking through. So now I start to look to my pivot points. We've got prior close, prior low, S1 and S2 already drawn for you there on your high time frames. Now for next locations that we're going to be either targeting or looking for entries as we go. Big drop out there. Again, you could kind of feel something was happening there this morning, right? Something was tricky in there, wasn't it? Now we're at 9:59. Now we have a big bear. Remember this morning we had the big bull in there, did not make his money, right? So what do we think? We think at some point today we may get back here, or as we've seen before, a retouch of that location here within the next couple of days afterwards. Mark that one up. He did not make his money up above, okay? So this guy here may want to color that another color, saying, hey, this one did not make his money. Maybe make it blue. Pick up, kind of up to you what color points you want to do it. I like to make it blue oftentimes when I'm like, okay, I already know this guy did not make his money. He wants to come back here. So I'm going to come back in here and we're going to set that guy to blue. I'm just an RGB kind of guy. All right. So that guy didn't make his money, although if you want to indicate direction, so I like to use blue pink. So blue for bull side that didn't make it, pink for bear side that didn't make it. Right, so we do have a zone where that bull did not make his money. Okay, he got lit up. He moved up, and then that was it. Right, drop out. So now we know that's a defense leg zone. Now let's also identify the new bear on the scene. Right there. Is that 1,000? Yes, 1,000 level big bear identified on the tape. Yes. So pretty easy. We just mark it up, right?
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
Talk about this in our training. Gonna mark that up. He's there. So this guy needs to be fulfilled, right? These are the big guys on the tape. We know what they want to do. What do they want to do? Well, they want to make money. It's real simple. They want to make money. So did they make 250 ticks? Yes. Has this guy already made his money? Type in the chat. Has he already made his money? That says 342 if you can't read it. Did he already make his money? Yes or no there in the chat. See who's been paying attention to the training materials.
NQ on the 7.
They gave back the entire night run up. Yeah, that's a good point, Andrew. And all those yeses in the chat. Yes, thank you guys. I'm so glad to see you guys have been doing your homework and studying there on the weekends with us. 100% correct. He has already made his money, right? So he's satisfied. I still want to mark him up so I know he's there, and he will still attempt to defend his position. 100 tick opportunities come there in those defense leg zones, so I like to know where they're at. Oksana, new, great to have you with us. I saw your tech support ticket there with us last week. It's great to have you in the crew with us. I think you're in your 2-week free trial, right? Welcome aboard.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Let's see. So in the zone, yep, 2 enigmas. Both of them hit their targets. Winner, winner. So cadence of 2 positive.
NQ on the 7.
All right, prior close. We got all the way to prior close. Yeah, reaction almost instantly. Yeah, like before I can even say we might get a reaction off the end, she already moves 75 ticks off the prior close there. So easy one with the dot there. Did anybody grab that prior close touch with that? That's basically a headshot right here. We got the power headshot and a PRZ cross, all kinds of reasons to go ahead and try to grab along there for a quick scalp. But except for too fast, like too fast, meaning too fast to react. If you're behind it, if you're not anticipating it ahead of time, it's going to be, it's too tricky right now. There we go. Great speed now. Okay, good deal. Let's see if we can get one here. We are around the prior close. Currently in neutral, so I don't have a bias direction, just shifted back to red. I need the red arrow though to come with me. Okay, so right now I see green. We're also inside the fiddle zone. So what do I want to wait for? I want to wait for this to get outside the fiddle zone. So here's where my eyeballs are right now. I'm just resting them right here. When the histogram gets outside of that fiddle zone area, then I look for a shift of the arrow in the direction of the nerd. What color is the nerd? Nerd currently red, so I'm looking for a red arrow on the MACV, right? And then I enter into the next position. Now, it doesn't mean I just get in on the arrow. That's a common misconception that people think, oh, I'm getting in on the arrow. No, that gives me, now I've got my bias direction for a runner target. Okay, So make sure you guys study what I've been saying over and over again in the live streams, that the nerd plus the arrow is my direction bias for a target 2 runner play, because I can still take scalps with a target 1 scenario on any one of my strategy entries. What are my strategy entries? Go through the documentation section there, and remember, strategies are after fundamentals. Then we cover the strategies. The strategies are putting them together. What are the 2 pillars of the strategy entry? Power structure plus an order flow event. That's it. 2 things. Also, what do we do for our filtering to get a direction? Two things. What are they? Nerd plus the arrow before I enter, right? And then finally, what is my big time frame bias coming from? 2 things. Tide and the wave, right? In 2s. Just do things in 2s. Simple. I'm here to simplify your play setup. Speaking of, the tide, has it shifted? It has. Check it out. The tide has now shifted to red. This morning, what color was it? This morning, the color was green. Remember, our auto channel regulator is automatically controlling this for us, so I can get my bias by just simply looking at the current color. So this morning, do you remember me switching the tide and the wave? The tide and the wave, we could play both sides until now. Now, we should only be looking for reds, right? Like at this point, it's bears, it's bear fair, right? So while the tide and the wave are both red here this morning, now I'm just looking for my tap for the bonus here this morning. Right. Okay, and which side am I going to be on? I'm definitely not taking, like, it's so simple. When the tide and the wave are both the same color, I just basically have almost no business getting in on the other side unless it's literally a quick scalp, and you just have to, it has to be screaming your name to be taking a play in the opposite direction. So simple, right? Keep the system, let the system do the work. Let the tools do the work. You focus on size execution. Big advantage. Little bear on the AB5s. Thank you, Greg. Okay, normally we have that 10 a.m. news event. It's a little bit weird. That's almost too quiet, eerily quiet on the financial juice news area here this morning. I'm gonna refresh it just to make sure. I'm gonna like, I feel like I gotta shake the ball. There's no news. Like Trump's not gonna come in here and take a Trump a dump. Market doesn't know what to do if Trump doesn't tweet or what.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. NQ on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Okay, potential shark back right here. If we touch the back of that shark there, I might take that slap as my bonus.
You briefly turn to negative.
Okay, entering in. Okay, there we go. There's my bonus on the day. Couple $100 there off of the shark back on that drop. Not too shabby. 28.46. There again, tricky morning here. That is one of the most difficult days we've had here in a while. So for the bots, put up 1130, 28.46 for me, and then today is the 27th.
Alpha Omega down NQ, Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
Ooh man, that is ugly. Wow, that was quite an ugly morning there. Yes, not exactly pretty. And we are 1 minute 30 seconds from coffee time, and again, it's Mentorship Monday. So Mentorship Mondays, I like to go through some teaching trainings. We're going to cover some topics here this morning. The defense leg we talked about there this morning, I think might be a potential important one that you want to go over if you haven't been through our defense leg training. There is the video lesson number 87, and it's down there ways. It's more of an advanced level thing. It's not the easiest, most straightforward, probably not the first thing you want to go to. But if you are going into the ALGO box documentation, go to docs.algoboxpro.com or click on the link there down in the description of this video. There you head over to algoboxpro.com, click documentation, and you can go here. But you probably, if you're like me, you don't like to just go through documentation. That's boring to go from the top to the bottom on documentation. You may want to go and just, how about I just check out that 8-day boot camp? And it's not going to take you 8 days, because if you've been here with us, you just know, go watch 8 videos. If you missed out on the 8-day boot camp, it took us 8 days to go through it all together. Then we came back and we edited it and cut out the uhs and the ums and reiterations and me moving stuff onto screen. So you've got the shortest version of the 8-day boot camp there for you. You can click there to access the 8-day boot camp. Currently, it is free. Now, this is moving back behind a paywall very soon. We need to update this. I think it's supposed to say 2026. There, we missed that. That's my bad. So 2026 here, that's this month, we'll be getting that client portal out there. We showed you guys that on Friday. And again, if you missed the sneak peek on Friday, go check that out. You'll see what our dashboard is going to look like there, and that's coming to you guys very soon. All right, are you guys ready for the portal? This is going to make your life easier. We're all about making your life easier and working towards that financial freedom. So the next time they say no jab, no job, you can tell them no thank you. All right, so let's zoom in here a little bit. Oops. That's the headshot video. You know what, this is a good one anyway. For the new folks, this is a strategy you should probably start with. Pretty easy one right here, headshot.
The headshot strategy combines a fib belly dot with a Flowmaster cross to identify potential market reversals through added confluence. For a valid headshot, the fib dot and Flowmaster cross should appear within 10 to 15 algo bars of each other. This setup works for both bullish and bearish opportunities and doesn't require perfect alignment, only close proximity. For trade management, stop losses are typically placed behind the Flowmaster cross, with common profit targets of 10 ticks for target 1 and 15 ticks for target 2. For even more confluence, Flowmaster alpha and omega crosses can also be used alongside the fib dot, creating an even stronger headshot setup. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.
All right, so those are some of the strategies that you might, I won't say might, you're going to learn. I want you to learn all the strategies so that you know if you've got things with you or against you. We give you guys a quick peek here at what the client portal is going to be like here. So here is what the new client portal dashboard will look like. You've got a 3-panel layout, kind of like Discord is. So we kind of try to stay consistent around that. You've got the opportunity to, again, these current lives, these are not going to be free. We've been free for 10 years. We've been out there public and doing all this, and I have to deal with the trolls, right? I mean, how much is the loss? How much are you down? Like, bro, we have our P&L on screen all the time, okay? Like, this is, it's silly to sit here and play like you're not trolling, bro. Okay, anyway, all that stuff, we get rid of all that. We don't get the distractions, and we just stay in the business there. So you'll need to be able to be inside of our Discord or inside of our client portal area to be able to reach our live streams, okay? They'll be internally to members only areas. So if you have not joined with us, you want to make sure and get in there, and this will be paid. So you're going to need to, you probably want to go and check out that 8-day boot camp. If you're watching this video right now, go watch the 8-day boot camp before the price comes on, like right now, okay? So we've got the opportunity, you can go into live. It'll have the little link up there at the top. We've got past live streams going to be over here right on the right there for you. The tide and the wave that we talked about earlier there, you can control those right here in your own little client portal dashboard. You can set this where you want. Again, I recommend that you've got your 4K screen there in front of you with one side screen there for live stream information in our Discord, etc. This will be part of that layout. You want to have this dashboard up. Here's our trade tracker down below as we go through our trades. Here this morning, the way that worked out was had a couple of those and then my bonus there. That's how it looked there this morning. Let me put this out of the way. Okay. We had our, we did have to get through 5 trades there to kind of, a little bit of a battle there this morning. It was a couple tricky spots there, but everything that you need all in one place. Watching today's lesson, install the NinjaTrader recommended version. We'll always have the recommended one here. This is the stabilized version of NinjaTrader. Again, when they put out releases, sometimes they put out some things. Right now, they introduced a bug in 8.1.5 where they just have an on-load event problem. I see a lot of vendors out there, you know, trying to complain to them. Hopefully they get this updated and fixed, but they just put out 8.1.8. We have not tested that yet, but hopefully they have fixed it, but they have compounded the problem since 8.1.5. They had 8.1, they had 6, they had 7, and that on-load event issue is still there as of that latest version. So we will always have the approved version that we have solidified right here, which you can just click and install at any time. If you need to get the latest version of ALGO, also right there, and of course open Discord there on the left, and there's what's up here, a couple other items that you can use there. Ask ALGO GPT. We have our own trained GPT internally, so if you have not used that yet, make sure and check that out. So you've got your own GPT to ask it questions. This is ALGO GPT right there. You can save a link to that in your bookmarks area, so you can come and ask it questions and give you detailed information about our stuff. And of course, you can go through 8-day bootcamp stuff. If you are a premium member, there will be other videos there available for you. The 111 videos will also be housed internally to that one. You got your trade tracker, your daily tracker, the MACV Ultimate, all that kind of fun stuff, all in one place in a dashboard. Looks pretty nice. So that is coming, and so look forward to that here, getting released here within the month, as well as the updated release of ALGO. We also have a cool mobile app that is going to be there for you to track your time spent in market replay. How many of you guys did some market replay over the weekend? And if you didn't, I mean, no shame, but I'm gonna wag my finger at you. Remember, there is a direct correlation in the amount of time you spend in market replay and the size of your P&L. So if you really want to get good at trading the system, you're going to need to spend a little time in it. Okay, bigger the time, bigger the dime. You got it. Couple other things for the new folks. If you are new, don't trade NQ. Okay, I'm not telling you what to do, but seriously, awesome to hear. Thanks for that, Oksana. It's great to have you with us, and thank you for that support. Let's put the couple things there back on screen here. Back the way it was. Gonna take off the headshot thing, and let's put this back, because I'll forget later. I don't do that right now. Let's put the chat back on screen as well. Super chat. There we go.
Enigma log NQ on the 7. NQ on the 43. Harmonic NQ on the 7. Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Oh, you did a bunch this weekend as well? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so if you're brand new with us, getting started in the 2-week free trial, again, you install it, no strings attached. We do get you on an email chain now. It's not the newsletter chain. You'll need to sign up for the newsletter separately. Okay, we're not putting you into anything, but during your 14-day trial, you are now getting some email guidance. And you are getting that super secret discount offer scenario there, where you are getting that awesome Black Friday opportunity. We always give you one opportunity to get the best price with us if you do it during your 2-week free trial. It's basically like a continuous Black Friday event as long as you are in the 2-week free trial. Okay, so you'll get a link to that in your emails. Now, if you're watching this later on, it won't be via email. It'll be in the client portal, because we have to have a way to validate people, because otherwise people will just, you know, they have abused the 2-week free trial stuff way too much. It's like, well, I did a 2-week free trial on my laptop, and then I did one on my desktop, and I did one on my work computer, and then I did one on my mom's computer, and then I did one on my wife's computer, and it's like, oh my word, you know. So we have, you know, too much abuse of the free 2-week free trial, unfortunately. So we're going to be grabbing a financial transaction from you. It'll be a small, you know, token amount, like $20, to come in and do a 2-week free trial with us, and that way we can kind of give our tech support team a little rest on the amount of, because the other thing is so funny is, like, we have this all walked through how to set everything up, but nobody's, especially when it's free, they're like, I'm not going to take the time to do this. Yeah. So, you know, give our tech support team a break. A little bit. Okay, super dot short right there. Oh, beautiful play. Oh man, look at her go. Oh man, that was almost like an insta 70 ticks, I bet. Oh, 111 ticks out of that super dot drop. Oh, I love those. Love those. Enigma finished its target. Boom. Then super dot short. Oh, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. 111 ticks there off of that super dot. Now, why is that a super dot? Let's just talk about this here real quick. Okay, so our stuff, when it combines, it's a ready DD. That means get ready. It already tells you there on screen. I know it's kind of behind the chat, but you know what I'm saying. It says ready. And then a dot shows up. So that empowers the dot, so we call it a super dot. Also landed at the top of a channel. So super dot, short, easy. We're not trying to like make it. Our names make sense, right? I'm not trying to sit there and get tricky with stuff, except for the Enigma, right? The Enigma is the Enigma. All right, outside of the Enigma, everything else is pretty straightforward.
Fib.NQ on the 7.
It's a playback on Friday as well. Awesome. And the bots in the place, excellent.
Delta NQ on the 5.
You're welcome, Jimmy. Yeah, and again, for the premium members, we'll still be having live streams. It will just be for premium members only, and we will be putting the results, and it'll also encourage me to come back and do review videos on this stuff. You know, we've been kind of needing to do that for a while. I've just kind of gotten lazy and away from it, but we've been, I wouldn't say lazy, because we've been working a lot on some really cool tools for you guys. We've got a replay tracker. It's going to be pretty cool. Let me show you guys a sneak peek of what that's going to look like here. You guys are up for that. So if you have been here, if you're OG and been here for a while, you may have heard me talk about wanting to do this for a long time, but it was kind of one of those wish list items. It's like, it's not really necessary, but I think it would be fun. Because I encourage you guys to spend time in market replay, but if you gamify it, then it's so much more fun, right? Make it fun, make it a game, make it a little competition, friendly competition, but like, let's see who spends the most time in market replay. Now, you don't have to, like, if you're using the if you're using the replay tool, we're going to be putting in an option there where you don't have to have your information public, or if you want to be anonymous, then you can do that. Or if you want to use your Discord name, anything like that, you can put yourself on the leaderboard. But basically, there will be leaderboards on who spent the most time in the market replay. You can track how much time you've spent, and then you can also compare it against others and go like, okay, well, hey, that guy's doing really well with the system. And maybe you'll see him on the leaderboard and be like, well, how much time has he spent in market replay, right? And so you can build up your history of time, because let's talk about this. You know, what really kind of just pushed me over the edge recently, like my kids got me into Fortnite. Like, they were like, Daddy, play Fortnite. I resisted it for forever, and then, you know, I want to hang out with the kids, right? So like, they like to play it. Daddy can play, so we play Fortnite together. And Fortnite has a tracker and tells you how much time you've spent in the game, right? You see this whole thing over time, and you can also see how many wins somebody's had in Battle Royale and all that kind of stuff. So if you set your stuff to public, and I'm like,
open weight models,
that can do a couple things. It can tell you whether you've spent enough time to get good. Like, if you're like, hey, you know, I'm not as good as that guy or whatever. Well, how long has that guy been spinning? How many wins does that guy have, right? You can kind of go, okay, well, maybe when I get to that point where I've spent that much time in it, maybe I can get better at it, and maybe encourage yourself to get to that point. So I think it's got multiple things that it can do for you in the community, as well as being fun, but it has a purpose, right? To get good at the game. So to be able to do that, sometimes you just need a little encouragement. So it's going to kind of be in the form of a kind of a stopwatch to track your time. And again, it's self-reporting. Okay, we're not scrutinizing you or going to, like, you know, pocket watch you while you are, you know, using the tool there. But, you know, let's just you're going to have to say it yourself. You tell us how much time you've spent in it, and you can start and stop, and it'll tell you, well, how much time have you spent in market replay this week? Well, 14 hours. Now, I don't know if you've got 14 hours to spend on it, but, you know, this is just an example here. And then you can come over and click your view report, but you'll also be able to look at your rankings. You'll be able to click right there and go, okay, well, how do I rank against others? That kind of thing, right? So pretty simple there, but also going to be, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. So that is also going to be coming here within the next month here. Probably, we're targeting before the end of summer to have that all done. For that fun. Let's see, was there something else cool on that I wanted to show?
Harmonic NQ on the 9.
Pretty cool stuff. On the live version, all that stuff it's got a little movement on it, looking nice.
Alpha Omega down NQ Enigma short on the NQ4.
Let me see if I've got the report.
A reminder in 5 minutes time, expecting the Dallas Fed manufacturing.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see your rank, kind of where you rank up, if you want or not. Again, it'll be up to you how you use that. If you just need something to encourage yourself and look at it internally, see your own time, you can definitely do that.
Enigma short on the NQ4. Divergence up NQ on the 9.
So little R&R. Replay tracker and replay ranker. So the replay rank is on its way. Show one more thing there. Start and stop. So you'll start and stop your session there when you are spending time in market replay. Now again, Scout's honor, okay, it's on you. I mean, you can technically, I'm sure some people will come and try to wreck the game, and we'll be able to fix some of that too, if we need to. But anyways, should be fun there for tracking those on the weekends. We had some people coming into the open mic area and screen sharing there on the weekend with some group market replay on Saturday. I was very excited to see some of you guys getting together and doing some market replay together there on Saturday. I think it's going to be helpful to you. Should be a direct relation to your P&L there as well. So great job for those of you guys who were participating on Saturday with that market replay crew. We got a big bear, even bigger bear just came in again. Big bears on the tape again. A rare day indeed. Big sell-off here. That's another 1,000 level bear right there. So we want to mark this one up. The last one from up above, remember, was up here. Did he make his money? Yes, up here, remember? So he made his money there. Now we've got a big bear starting right here on this leg. So he sold that leg right there. So second defense leg on the bear side on the optimized range. It looks like he might have already gone 250 ticks. Let's see. Yeah, we're over 440 now. So did he make his money? Yes. Okay. So when they come back to it, we want to look for 3 crosses inside this zone is one of the simple ways I like to use that. Watch that defense leg video around that. No, so I'm looking for that third one, and I'll add in on the second cross and then get kind of into my full position around that third cross for plays on that one. Okay. So I think we covered a lot. It's Mentorship Monday. Generally, I want to kind of come in here and show you guys a few strategies to get going. If you want to hop back in with us on Tuesday, I guess it'll be this Tuesday. Today is Monday. So tomorrow, if you want to come back in with us, if you're coming into the strategy section, I think one that you want to check out, we already talked about the headshot. Headshot's a very easy one to go with. Let's go down and let's see. I mean, you can't go wrong with a good Enigma, right? Enigma plus audio box. Let's talk about this play. So you can hear the kind of the booms there, the klaxon booms there on the tape. This is a very good strategy for you to learn. Enigma plus audio box. If you want to come back in with us here tomorrow and play this in your trial, hopefully start in sim. Don't just go, I'm going full tilt on live first day in. Let's go. All right, maybe practice a little bit first. Okay, but this is a good one. Our videos are kind of long. We've got three ways to kind of learn. Some people like it super fast, and you've already been around the markets a while. You got a quick video style on the very first video. Second one's a little bit more in depth, a lot more motion graphics type of stuff, although both of them have some motion graphic in them. But this one is, our very nice. This is very nice. And then of course you got me walking through live examples and me, drawing my Crayola drawings. Basically sit there, come over on the chalkboard style type of thing there. So 3 ways to learn that in the video content, as well as pictures worth 1,000 words and the walkthroughs on how those strategies work. And of course, don't forget about going to Ask GPT if you need GPT to walk you through some of our strategies, and you can get going with those. We are number 1 for a reason. Thanks for hanging out here with me there this morning. It is now 10:30 1 hour passed. And again, that's what I tell people all the time. You don't have to be perfect to be profitable, but if you got 60 to 90 minutes to come and play the video game, doesn't matter when you do it, you can go into our sessions area, type !sessions in our Discord, and there's an easy way. We walk through how a kind of a day breaks down, go through the whole trading sessions from top to bottom. If you want to learn whether you've got time to go at your lunch break, we've got a way to trade around the lunch, beast mode hour and lunch bot there. And if you type !sessions 2, if you are a nighttime crew, you can type sessions 2.
1 spot free, 1 spot free, lower than the forecast of 2.
Oh, we do have that 10:30 news. So 10:30 news is coming out right now. So if you're playing the Asian European sessions there, how this breaks down, I know some of that's kind of blocked by some of our chat there, but Asian session, we talk through this in our deep dive training sections there. This isn't in the 8-day boot camp, but when you get into the premium member section, we do go over, hey, anytime that you have to sit down, if you got 60 to 90 minutes, here's how you play that time frame, what's different about that area in general. Again, any given moment, the market can decide to do, you know, wild things, but if you are setting in your standard operating procedures, and then if you are trained well, if you've played well, then whatever the market throws at you, you'll be able to look for your strategy entry opportunities, know whether you've got that in your favor or against you. And if it's against you, target 1. If it's with you, target 2. Very simple. If you're going to hold on to a runner, we hold till the opposing signal, close out. Again, a lot of people overhold their positions. Our system helps you with that, going just hold to the opposing signal. If you're entering in on a blue-green to the long side, then we're exiting on a red-pink. Okay, simple. Or if you're entering in on the short side, getting in on a red-pink to go short, we're going to exit on a blue-green. Either way. Make sense? If it doesn't, it's okay. You can schedule a call with me if you need to there on the website there. And again, we can't really hit people's time frames all the time, but we'll catch up with you usually on Fridays. So watch for us on Fridays. We early in, early out on a Friday, and I try to catch up on all the calls on Fridays if you scheduled a one-on-one with me or have questions around sales or any of that kind of stuff. Thanks for hanging out here with me this morning. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. We're still here for free on YouTube, on me, but very soon, Client Portal. You guys got the sneak peek. I'll catch you then. See ya.